Boat friends, thank you for joining. November 3rd, around 3 p.m. Central Time. We have something really fun today. This is live now as it happens. You are here in Duluth, Minnesota. Let me give you a quick shot of the lake. We have an ocean-going ship that's going to be coming in. Take a couple minutes of your day and hang with me on this one. I'm going to show you Lake Superior. I'm going to show you what's going down. We got the waves that are coming in. Good amount of wind in the distance. Take a look. We have the Zarate. This is an ocean-going ship that has not been to Duluth for years. I'm going to fill you in on that in a moment. I'm in the South Pier side, waiting for this big ship to come through. You're going to see some big cranes. Again, welcome. I hope your weekend has been great. Here in Duluth, Minnesota, you have the aerial lift bridge that's going up to 135 feet. For those that are live right now watching, or those that are watching later, make sure that you adjust your resolution to 1080. This is broadcasting live, 1080, 60 frames per second, so you should have some good clarity for this one. You can see the tug right here awaiting the arrival, and in the distance, if you look even closer, they are testing out the Bentleyville lights. So that's our first look at them for the year. That's a big light show that they do here in Duluth. And to all the boat friends that are on here right now, I see you in the chat as I'm broadcasting live. I see Deb, I see Kim. Robert, how are you? As we always do, where are you right now? Where are you located in the world? Elias is on there. I know he's down checking out the ship. Greg, I hope you're doing great. Tersa's on there. I know Chuck, he's out there. Good friend Waterboy is on there. Lauren, wonderful seeing you, my friend. What a great moment to capture. I have never seen this vessel. Again, let's zoom in just a little bit so you can see that ocean-going ship in the distance. Like I said, just hang in here with me for a few minutes out of your day. We're going to have some fun, completely live. Lake Superior here. 45 degrees. It feels a lot colder. Give you a quick shot of these waves splashing against the wall. So this ship is going to be riding some waves in. You know, obviously Lake Superior can get a lot more hectic than this. And if you didn't have enough action, let's zoom in and we can look at some kite surfers out there in the distance, enjoying the waves, riding the waves, catching the wind. Your buddy Mike is only going to record from shore. I'm not going to go live on one of those boards. But again, I hope everybody's doing great. A lot of people have been asking for a live stream over the last couple weeks, so I'm back here in Duluth. We're going to capture this huge ocean-going ship. It's going to go right by us. Let me get you set up with the conditions. Judy, I hope you're doing good. So let's call it out. I see Mike there in Ontario, Canada. We have, I know Dane was in there from Chicago. Looks like Ruth there in Pennsylvania. How are you? Got another friend there in Billings, Montana. I know Klaus was on there from Norway earlier in the chat. So really great having all of you here live again in Duluth, Minnesota, on the largest of the Great Lakes, Lake Superior. We are on the South Pier, as I mentioned. Green Gate is open. Aerial lift bridge is all the way up at 135 feet as we have this ocean-going ship on its way in. Now, I want to pass along some facts to you that's kind of interesting about this ship. Let's look down the canal and kind of people watch, ship watch at the same time. But I want to give you some information about this vessel. Zoom in a little bit so you can see that ship a little better. See that coming in? It got the blue, the white, the yellow. Well, listen, this ship, the Zarate, this is coming to Duluth with project cargo from India. Now listen to this. On its way to Duluth from India, it made stops in the United Arab Emirates, Brazil, Houston, Texas, and now it's going to be arriving in Duluth. So we'll have to take a look at what this project cargo is as it gets a little closer to us. But this has really been traveling the world, and we definitely have a crew that's probably excited to finally have a place to hunker down and to be stable for just a little bit. But you can tell that they have had a lot of traveling in the last few months. Some information about the ship. I'm going to zoom in just a little more. My fingers are kind of cold out here. I see Michael's on there in the live chat. Colin, how are you? Rich, I hope you're doing great. Boat Nerd is on there. Hope you're doing great. Sky says 85 degrees right now. We could really use that 85 degrees here in Duluth. Again, all of you in live chat, wonderful seeing you as we watch this beast of a ship coming in live in Duluth, and hopefully we get a salute. We'll definitely be ready for that as it comes in. Well, let me pass along some information about the ship so we can do a little chatting as we watch the ship approach. So the Zarate was built in China in 2007, 453 feet in length. It's sitting high up out of the water, as you can see already, 69 feet wide, 2 holds, 2 hatches, 2 deck cranes that we'll zoom in on. Number of propellers, 1, got a single rudder, also 1 diesel engine that pushes out about 7,000 horsepower, and the port of registry is Antigua. As you can see, some waves go right by us right here. You know, and the wave action is just getting started. The gales in November, as we all know here in Duluth, is just getting ready to get rocking. And I will be out here. I see Mike is there in Peoria, Illinois. Hopefully you're doing great. Minstar there in Sartell, Minnesota. And I know Zachary, another one of our boat friends, he is should be on here. He sent a wonderful email, and he's now living in Germany. Munich, Germany is what he told me in the email today. So many people on here today. Thank you again for joining. This is November 3rd, around 3 p.m. Central Time, Duluth, Minnesota. And those that are on here right now live, if you enjoy what you're seeing, having some fun out here next to Lake Superior, you can see the hillside here in Duluth. Hit the like button. Just lets people that are interested in ships to find that channel. So they'll be here joining us, hopefully joining the Boat Friends community. As we await this awesome ship, let me zoom in just a little bit. You can see those cranes. The cranes will be on our side, so we'll be able to see those really well, and maybe we'll get a check of what the project cargo is, what that's all about. But again, what a world traveler so far with this ship. I'll give you a better shot of some of these waves that are coming inbound. You know, I've been out here where there's some real significant waves, where waves are flowing over the top of these walls. So, like I say, we're just in warm-up mode when it comes to the weather and some of the action. But I had to get out here. I know it's a little cool, the wind, light rain coming down as I speak to you. Karen, I hope you're doing great. Good seeing you on here. Leslie, Mary Lou, Steve, Bruce, I see you. How are you? Charlie, I hope you're doing great. Giving all of you a little bit of Duluth today. Hopefully this is a fun video for you. I think Danny is saying that he's visiting the Philippines right now, so thank you for joining from the Philippines. Temperature right now, Michael is asking, it's around 45 degrees here in Duluth. It feels a lot colder with the wind on my fingers. I can really feel it. And we are going to have a front row seat to this beast as it gets next to us. And you can see in the picture, I told you there's going to be some choppy waves, some wind. All of that is a fact. You can see some of these waves that are moving along. You know, a lot of times I don't know for sure if these ships will actually anchor. But when I saw that tug moving, I knew we were good to go. So I'm really happy to be able to do this live with you. And there's actually going to be a new segment. Well, that was interesting to hear that. Just a single blast. I wonder what that means. Let's go over here and see what's going on with that tug before the big beast of a ship gets next to us. And that tug is going to assist this vessel on its way in. Like I said, let's take a good look at this ship and see if we can identify what this project cargo is all about. And there's a better look now. You can see the cranes on deck, the blue, the red. You can see on the bow of the vessel, touching the water there, that's a bulbous bow. Almost looks like a nose there, and that creates efficiency as this vessel goes through the water. You see that on a lot of ocean-going ships. See Lyle's on there. How you doing, my friend? Great seeing Lyle on here. Lyle is part of the Sulaks cam. He's a moderator. I've seen him many times, and he actually made it to Duluth with some friends and got to hang out with him for a little bit. So. Let's go. Ocean-going ship with a blast of the horn. Let me give you a great zoom on this beast as it goes right by us. Take a good look at the cranes. Beautiful looking ship. And here's a better shot of that bulbous bow. You can see it blasting through the water. See the anchor. Love the color scheme. The yellow really pops with the cranes. Looks like we might have, nope, I thought that was some cargo that I could zoom in on for you, but that's not the case. Take a look at the superstructure. Typical ocean-going superstructure. Again, thank you for joining live here, Duluth, Minnesota. Live now as it happens, watching this ocean-going ship that had such a long journey from India, making it all the way here to Duluth, Minnesota. And you know, maybe these crew members are going to enjoy their time here. I really hope they do. Let me give you a full shot of this beast of a ship going under the bridge. That's why you jumped on this live stream to see this. I'm going to make sure I capture it for you. And what we will also do, hang in here for a couple more minutes. And what we will do is take a look at this tug. It's going to throw the line to this vessel. And let's watch the pivot. Let's watch this turn as this huge ship goes into the harbor basin. Zoom in a little more so you can see that stern. And as I mentioned, this made quite a few stops. United Arab Emirates, Brazil, Texas, on its way here to Duluth. And we all know that Grandma's Restaurant here in Duluth is a great place. You never know. That captain might have said, you know what? Let's make a pit stop over there in Duluth to grab some onion rings. Who knows? But there you go. Here comes the tug. That's going to lend some assistance. I'm going to zoom in a little more for you. Hang in with this shot. Again, appreciate you watching the live stream. And you came to watch some action, and we got it. Love the color scheme on those tugs, that green, the red. I mean, many of these tugs are approaching 100 years old. Can you believe that? Amazing. Well, again, thank you for joining. Wanted to show you the ship. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out if you enjoyed the action and the ship. Also subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Come back, be part of the Boat Friends community. The fun is just beginning. The ice, the snow. I'm going to be out here live with my gloves on, and we're going to catch all the action. Well, Boat Friends, thank you no matter where you're at in the world. Really appreciate you joining on a Sunday. Have a great week ahead, and we will be having some fun in the coming days. Take care. Thanks for watching another ship. See you soon.